happy Thursday. If you are new here, hi, I am Chazels Renee, and thank you so much for being here. If you are a returning subscriber, hi, my loves. I hope you're all doing well on this Thursday. So if you haven't noticed already, today's video is going to be an Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise video. And this video is going to just be a tour of all of the facilities that I have already done for the DLC. And these facilities are the ones that they make you do as part of the questing portion of the DLC. So that is what I'm going to be showing you guys today. And I also wanted to give you guys a tour of what I have done on the island so far, because I'm actually going to be incorporating a lot more AC&H builds on my channel. So if you love Animal Crossing New Horizons, and if you have not got the DLC yet and you want to kind of see what it all has in store for you, then definitely keep on watching. But anyways, let's get started. And the first facility that I'm going to be showing you guys is going to be the schoolhouse. And this is one of the builds that they make you do, like I said, as part of the DLC. So this is what the outside area of the schoolhouse looks like, and then we will go inside and I will give you a tour of inside. Alright, so this is our schoolhouse. We have probably one of my little favorite villagers, Red, over here. He's just chilling doing his schoolwork. And then we have, I think his name is Pudge. We have Pudge as the teacher. And we have one of our little whiteboards over here. We got the classroom pet over there, our little hamster buddy, just running around on his little hamster wheel, which I thought was cute because every classroom should have a little pet inside. So I thought that was super cute. And then over here we have our little cubbies, our little lockers for our students. And again, just bulletin boards, some file cabinets. And then we also have the little built-in VCR TV above, and this is just for when the teacher has a movie day for the kids, or if they want to watch a video related to whatever subject that they are learning on. So I just thought that was cute to incorporate that, because you got to have that little TV inside the classroom. And then we have our little skeleton model over here and our little body anatomy guy as well. And then we also have the little chalkboard over here. And then we have Pudge's little podium where he makes all of his little lectures at. And then we also have his sitting desk over here where he grades all his papers and stuff. And of course he has to have coffee on his desk because, I mean, we all need coffee to make it through the day, especially when you gotta be somewhere early in the morning. So I had to incorporate that on his desk as well. And then we also have another chalkboard over here, and this is part of the little science area. So this is where we do our science experiments and all of that fun stuff. And then over here we have our little wash area in case we need to wash our hands or if we have a spill or anything like that. And then I actually chose to have the library wallpaper at the back of the classroom, and this is just because it's going to be our little library area. So I thought that was really cool to have that there. And then over here we have our little astronomy section, and this is where we just learn all about like constellations, space, all that fun stuff. And then we also have our little in-classroom computer over here as well. And then we have our little microscope. And then some more bulletin boards, and then we have the exit sign there. But yeah, this is my classroom. This is what I decided to go with. And let me just give you guys a little rounded look around the whole classroom so you guys can see it. Alright, so that is my classroom. Alright, so next up I'm going to be showing you the cafe part of the island, and this is just our little island cafe. And this is probably one of my favorite builds that I've done so far. I just love the way that it came out. But this is the outside of the cafe, and I actually named the cafe Cafe Verona after my favorite coffee flavor. I just think that it fit well with the theme of it being a cafe and them serving obviously coffee. But that is what I chose to name my cafe. And so when you walk in, it's going to have the outside seating area, and that's what I tried to create the effect of, that this is the area if you want to dine outside instead of inside. So that's why it just looks like an outside setting here. And then we have the little umbrella chairs and our little coffee on the tables. And then when we go inside, this is the actual cafe part. And I wanted to stick to the theme of like pastries, sweets, all that stuff. So I did the chocolate flooring, and then I did like the little cookie mat. And then I obviously use a lot of browns because, I mean, like, you know, cookies, brownies, chocolate, it's all brown colored. So I just wanted to stick to the brown. And then we have our little pastry display case over here. And then we also have another little pastry display over here. And then we have our to-go boxes. I put one on the counter, and then I put one on the floor just to make it look like, you know, somebody had set it on the floor while they are paying for their treats. And then we just have our little beverage dispensers over here, and then like our little cookie jar. And then I also use custom panels in the back just to make it look like there was some more pastries on display in the back area. So I thought that was a pretty cool touch to add as well. And then I use the little monitors above the ordering area, and that's just the menu of the cafe. So I thought that was pretty cool to incorporate that too. But yeah, this is my little cafe area, and I will do another turnaround so you guys can see it all. Alright, and that is Cafe Verona. Alright, so next up, since we did the cafe, we're going to do the restaurant. And my restaurant, I heavily inspired it over Japanese culture just because it is my favorite. I love Japanese aesthetic. I love everything about it. I also really love sushi. It's one of my favorite foods. So I knew that I wanted to make a sushi bar and a Japanese restaurant combined, and that is what I did. And the name of my restaurant is actually Sayuri, and it is a Japanese name. So I just thought it was fitting to name it that as well. Alright, so right when you walk in, we have our little, I don't even know what to call these. I think they're like deer scares or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, but I put that there. And then we have our sushi bar over on the left, and it just again has your sushi on the counter. And then also in sushi bars, they always have the liquor behind the bar as well, and this is just where they have like all of their sakis and all of that good stuff. So I used another custom panel to make it look like there were some liquor bottles in the back, and again, that could just be sake, wine, all of that good stuff. And then I just incorporated some hot green tea onto the counter as well, because every Japanese restaurant always has hot green tea, and it is so good. It's one of my favorite drinks. And then in the back we have our cutting board that has a fish on it that is going to be made into sushi. That sounds horrible, but that is realistic, and I just had to mention it. And then we also have our rice cooker on the other counter, and then we have our mochi maker off to the side as well. And then over on the right side, this is our dining area, and we just have those screens separating each table. And this is where if you don't want to sit at the bar, you can just dine in this little area. And then I also incorporated another bar area over here off to the side, so there's 2 bars. So if you don't want to directly sit at the bar, you can actually sit at this other one over here, which I thought was a pretty cute idea as well. And then I also have our register area over here on the left. And of course I had to incorporate the lucky cat because it's a huge part of Japanese culture. And I mean, who doesn't love cats? I love cats. I'm a cat mom. I have 2. And I just had to have the lucky cat because it is very symbolic again in Japanese culture. So we have our golden lucky cat over on the register. So that is the sushi bar and dining area. Let me just give you guys a quick look around again. Alright, so now we're going to check out the actual restaurant part, and this is the cooking station, and this is where we have our chefs that make all of the soups and all of that stuff. So alright, so let's take a look at the chef area, the little cooking area. Oh god, if they move. Why you guys want to be blocking off the entrance to the actual cooking part? Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is our cooking part. And I tried to replicate it as much as a cooking station that I could possibly do. So I made sure it looked exactly like what a restaurant would look like at the cooking part. So over here we have our counters with the food that we have already prepared, ready for the waiters and waitresses to pick it up. And then we also have our little salad station here. And then we have our cooking counters over here, and this is just where we have tons of food made ready to get plated. And then we have our fridges over here, we have our fryers, and then I wanted to keep the stove old-fashioned just because I think that it was a lot more like fitting for Japanese culture. So I went for like an old retro stove, and then we have new stoves over here with like the woks and all of that stuff getting fried up. So I thought it was pretty cute to incorporate both. And then we also have our rice makers over here. We have our mixing bowl, and then we have our cute little miso soup dispenser over here, which I thought would be cute to add as well. And then we have our fish station over here, and this is just for our fish dishes as well as our sushi bar. And this is just where we put all of our fish that has come in and has been shipped over here. And then we just have a cutting board here as well, just to get all of those fish prepped, either for our chefs or for our sushi chef. So I thought it was really cute. I think it came out pretty good. And then we also have our little smokers over here as well. And then these are probably one of my favorite items in game too. These little like fruit and veggie boxes I think are really cute, and they just add to the whole feel of the restaurant. So I put a few of those out as well. But yeah, this is my little cooking part of our restaurant, and let me just give you guys a little turnaround of everything once again. Alright, so the very last facility that we are going to tour is the latest build that I have done, and I actually put this one up here on the channel as a speed build, and it's going to be the doctor's office for the island. Alright, so this is the front of the doctor's office, and I actually named this one Sacred Heart Hospital, and I actually named it after a church here in Tucson, Arizona, one of my favorite churches that I have ever been to. So I decided to name our doctor's office after that. So it is once again called Sacred Heart, and let's go inside and take a look at it. Alright, so when we enter, we have our little waiting room area, and I actually love this carpet because I feel like it just looks like a waiting room doctor's office, that retro carpet, so that's what I decided to use for it. And then I just use the wooden wallpaper just to make it look more like comfortable and relaxing. And then we just have a bunch of couches for our patients while they're waiting to be seen. And then I also incorporated those monitors again above the doorways, but instead of having the menu option, I put the little number tally option, and this is just to represent like the waiting list for the patient. So I thought that was a cute little touch as well. And then we just have some art on the walls, and then we have our water dispenser over here for our patients. And then we also have our little bathroom area over here in case anybody needs to use the restrooms. We have both of them here. And then we just have our little magazine dispensers over here for, once again, for our patients waiting, that they have something to look out to keep them busy. And then we have the little receptionist desk over here, and then her little fax machine where she has all of her discharge papers and whatnot there. So I think it came out pretty cute. It looks like a doctor's waiting room to me. So I think I did pretty good. But let's go and check out the actual doctor's office admitting room. Alright, so this is our admitting room, and it looks like our doctor is not working on our patient, which, what the heck? Dude, you're supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to be helping him. Look at, he's dying over here. I don't know. I think his name is Pongo. Pongo is just, he'd rather do his paperwork than take care of his patient, but that's okay. But we have our little patient beds, and again, I just separated them with like these little rolly curtains, and we have our little IV bags, we have our surgical trays here, and then we just have a couple of cupboards off to the side, and that just holds like everything we need when we're looking at a patient. And then we also have our little x-ray desk area here where we just take a look at our x-rays, and then again we have file cabinets, and then our little medicine cabinet over here as well. And then again, I just put a couple of bulletin boards on the walls, and that's just whatever we have upcoming or important notices. We just keep them there. And then on the back area, we have our 2 trash cans, and one is for the biohazard and then just our regular trash. And then we also have these little drawers here, and that's gonna hold like our patient's clothing or our little scrubs, etc., blankets. And then we have wheelchairs over here, and our poor dude over here, he probably broke his leg or something, and the doctor's just like, I'll take care of you whenever I feel like it. But that is our admitting room, and let me just do a little turnaround for you guys again. Alright. Alright guys, and that is the very last facility that I have done on the island. I don't know if there's going to be more that I have to build. I know that at the end of the DLC we do like a huge party thing at the end, so I definitely want to upload that as content. So when we get to that point, I will definitely make sure that I have recorded all of that fun stuff. But this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you love Animal Crossing and if you love this video, then definitely give it a thumbs up to let me know. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy the Animal Crossing videos or if you would rather just have me stick to Disney Dreamlight Valley right now. I do eventually want to incorporate more games onto my channel, but definitely give me feedback. Let me know if you enjoy these Animal Crossing videos, if there's other games that you want to see me play. Let me know in the comments because I want to get your guys' opinions. But once again, thank you guys for being here, and subscribe to my channel if you love my videos and if you want to see my channel grow, please do so. But until the next one, guys, happy Thursday and thank you so much. Bye bye.